When diversity, equity, and inclusion are eradicated from websites and organizations are penalized for its mention, it's time to stand. When historical truths about the treatment of indigenous people and people of color are threatened to be written out of the public record because they do not perpetuate the lie proclaimed by the oppressors, it's time to stand. When masked ICE officers put hoods over people's heads, throw them into unmarked vans, fly them to Louisiana or El Salvador without due process, it's time to stand. When women's rights are taken away after 50 years on the books, it's time to stand. When people are not allowed to exist because their identity doesn't fit with antiquated definitions that do not take science and lived experience seriously, it's time to take a stand. When there is disregard for the law and little consequence for lawlessness, it's time to take a stand. When our planet is threatened with more abuse, it's time to take a stand. It's time to take a stand in celebration and solidarity with neighbors reflecting the rainbow of perspectives and cultures that enrich us all. It's time to take a stand in humility and honor the lives of those who were broken by manifest destiny's terror, slavery, Jim Crow, and systems like redlining, not honoring the GI Bill, the education funding system, and gerrymandering, and the list goes on. It's time to take a stand for the humane treatment of all people because we all have inherent worth demanding civility and dignity. It's time to take a stand in celebration and solidarity with women and pursue the equity they deserve. It's time to stand with our LGBTQ plus neighbors in celebration, solidarity with love, support, and empathy. It's time to stand demanding blind justice to prevail despite the powers that oppose it. It's time to stand for freedom to study broadly so that we can live in health. It's time to stand and protect our home for future generations. Planet Earth is our home. This is much bigger than red versus blue. These offenses are anti-Christian, anti-love, anti-humanity. When will you take a stand?